Welcome to Toyville. Steve Toy with you here, hanging out on a Wednesday morning. Cheryl is out this morning, got hit with a little bit of some kind of stomach bug or something going on this morning, but hopefully she'll be back with us tomorrow. Portion of the show today brought to us by Vierk's Fine Jewelry, creating dreams and memories through knowledgeable and custom jewelry design. Let them turn your ideas into wearable pieces of art. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette. Visit Vierks.com. Happy to welcome to the program from the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, Brandon Napier. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, Steve. How are you?
Good. We appreciate you taking the time to come down and visit with us. And we want to talk to you. The reason that we asked you to come in was to talk flock cameras. I know it's a big thing right now. There's a lot of talk all over the internet about it. And you guys are looking to inform everybody in the area about the flock cameras, and that's with a meeting going on a week from today, 6 till around 7:30 out of the Jasper County Fairgrounds at the West Building, and that is, like I said, a week from today, Wednesday, September 2nd. First off, let's tell everybody what a flock camera is, because I think flock is a brand too. But tell everybody about what these cameras are, so people are familiar if they're not.
Sure. Well, I appreciate you inviting me here to talk about this. Like you said, it's a hot topic these days, and a lot of people are talking about it. And there's just a lot of misconceptions out there that we want to try to set the record straight on. Mm-hmm. It's not the monster that people think it is.
Okay.
So a flock camera, and like you mentioned, it is a brand. Flock is a brand. There's other brands like Vigilant out there. Mm-hmm. They do the same thing. They're license plate readers. Mm-hmm. Essentially, all this device does, it snaps photos of cars when they drive past. I'll snap a photo of the car and the license plate, and that's it.
Okay.
It will store that data for 7 to 30 days. We will store it. We'll have access to it.
Okay.
And then it goes away. Unless we put like an evidence tag on a vehicle. If we're looking for a certain vehicle, that vehicle pops up, we could tag it as evidence, mm-hmm. and it will keep that image for us for a little bit longer.
Gotcha. Now, does Jasper County have them already?
Yes, we have 7 of them already, and we've had them for a few years now.
Okay. So we've had them for 7 years. Why now is it like a thing? Are we adding more? Is there more going in, or are people just learning more about them now, or getting nervous about them because of what they're hearing or seeing on the internet?
I think a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think widely it's just all the misconceptions on the internet about it. A few things start coming out, and it just took off like a wildfire with all these misconceptions and rumors about them. Mm-hmm. So in Jasper County, there had been talk about placing some more up around the other hot topic item in Jasper County is the data center.
Up by the data center, yeah.
So, and those are just communications. Nothing's written out in stone about mm-hmm. that. But at a couple of these meetings when we're having these discussions, you could definitely tell that people are uneasy about the flock cameras. Mm-hmm. So I did mention that I'd like to do a community outreach to give people the true facts about flock, and mainly about how we use them here in Jasper County.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about how California uses them because I don't know.
Right.
Chicago, even White County. We want to talk specifically about Jasper County. The cameras are here. Mm-hmm. They've been here for several years, mm-hmm. and we've had great success with them. And we'll be talking about that, all the successful crimes that we've solved, mm-hmm. High felony, armed robberies, down to individuals with dementia or Alzheimer's that we were able to track. They take off in their vehicle from multiple states away, mm-hmm. but thanks to flock and license plate data, it's given us information. Okay, that guy, he was just here 10 minutes ago, and we could set up an area to try to find him. So
gotcha. Okay. So along those lines, you said you want to talk about how they're used here in Jasper County.
Yes.
So how are you using them in Jasper County?
That's just it. We if we're working a crime where mm-hmm. we don't have any information, maybe just a vehicle description, flock allows us to go through from a date and time, a mm-hmm. date range and a time range where this crime occurred, and we could search vehicles that match that description that would have passed by that. Mm-hmm. From there, we start looking for individual characteristics on the vehicle, maybe a missing hubcap or window stickers. Then we could narrow it down to what vehicle was involved in this crime.
Got it. Okay. And you don't have to name names, but has it been used to catch criminals here in Jasper County
Absolutely.
over the last 7 years? Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it is another tool that that you guys have found is helpful.
Yeah, and that's why we have them. It's an investigatory tool that we use to help capture people committing crimes or help locate missing individuals.
Right.
Just yesterday alone here in Jasper County, we had a missing person report.
Okay.
And thanks to Flock, we were able to get that subject tracked down over in Illinois. Had it not been for these cameras, we don't know when we would have been able to start or where. It pointed us in the right direction where that individual would have went. And it really helped us narrow down that area and get them home safely.
Wow. So it just happened yesterday.
Yes, just yesterday.
Wow. So. What about people that are nervous? I mean, to me, the idea of the fear of the privacy, I'm not that worried about personally, because I'm out. I'm out in the public. Like the cameras are in my house. I have Ring cameras in my house. And truth be told, those started when Cheryl was living on her own. When her and I split, she felt nervous, and we continued with the cameras. I don't like the idea of a camera in my house. Actually, I use it for the most part to spy on my dog.
My twin sister does the same thing. She'll be sitting there watching her dog at home all the time. Yeah,
right?
I get it.
Right, I do that. But that said, I know there's people that are nervous about it. What do you say to folks that say this is going to be watching me all the time? This is an invasion of my privacy. They're checking out everything I'm doing. What say you about that?
Yeah, so that's a big misconception. They think a Flock is somehow storing personal data about individuals. They're literally only taking a snapshot of that vehicle. As in a certain point in time when that car passes, it takes a photo of it. It doesn't track that vehicle. It doesn't pan and track the vehicle. It just takes snaps a photo.
Okay,
that's it. It does not do anything with facial recognition. It doesn't track vehicles in real time. I know people, I don't blame them for being concerned about their privacy. But your smartphones, everybody's got smartphones these days. And everybody knows the stories of you're having a conversation that all of a sudden you're getting ads on your phone. I'd be more concerned about your phone tracking you than anything else. It will build an algorithm to who you are, what you like, and what you like to do, what you like to eat, listen to. All that stuff just pops up on your phone constantly. But a Flock camera, it's literally just a camera that snaps a photo of a vehicle. It doesn't do anything more than that. It does not take your information. It doesn't sell your data. We own the data. We sign the contract. That data belongs to us.
Okay.
We do share our cameras with other law enforcement agencies. And that's how we could track either a missing person or someone that's just stole your car. Now, that's how we could track them from Rensselaer all the way down to Kentucky or wherever. We could enter that vehicle in, and when it's popping up on different cameras, we could see where it's traveling, what route it's going. So we know then where that vehicle is headed or where it was last seen, so we know where to look.
Got it. Okay. We're talking with Brandon Napier, Chief Deputy at the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, talking about Flock cameras. And we'll cover some of it here this morning on the show. If you missed any of it, it's also on YouTube. You'll be able to go and check that out. But you can find out a whole lot more at this meeting a week from today, 6 o'clock at the Jasper County Fairgrounds West Building. They plan to talk about how Flock cameras work, how the systems assist in local law enforcement, like we've been talking about this morning, privacy protectors, and even some Q&A that you'll have some, and you'll have some other folks there. It won't just be you speaking. You have some other folks that are going to speak at the meeting as well, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll have some other individuals there that are going to provide some information and success stories, how they use Flock, how it's helped them. And like you said, the big thing is we want to give everybody the correct information about what these cameras actually are. And we do want to hear from the public what their concerns are, and we really want to take the chance to address that with them.
Right, so that they know, okay, here's what I'm worried about. One of the things that I've seen out there is the idea of checks and balances. Like who has access to these cameras, and is there some kind of, and I don't know, I'm old school, like is there a sign-in book or something? How is it known who's checking these things? Because you've heard stories, about people checking on their ex-girlfriend or their mother-in-law or whatever, whatever it is. What's the checks and balances there here in Jasper County?
So here we have audits in place, and we require, it's not a mandated, but we do require that the officer enter in a case number before he does his search, and that's how we do our audits. If even Flock themselves, if they see a suspicious search or something, they will notify a supervisor like myself. Then we could go and do an audit on that search, why it was searched, and make sure that it was a relevant search.
Got it. So there's people watching over that. Now, what about like when other agencies request things from Jasper County? Like, how does that work?
As far as like our flock images, or
like I don't know. I mean, let's say they think somebody from Chicago came here and was trying to sell drugs or something like that, and Chicago requests like some of the camera footage to see if this Dodge Durango came to. I'm just making up a car, so like, how does that work?
Depending on the case, I suppose, but in that scenario, when other law enforcement agencies ask us to check our flock camera, if we've had this vehicle in our area, we will typically do that based on their case number.
Got it. Okay, so they've got a case. They're calling specifically looking for a certain vehicle, and that's how that works.
Yeah. If it's just somebody calling and say, "Hey, we look and see if you got this vehicle," if they don't have a case number or something like that, we shouldn't, and we wouldn't be putting that that search through Flock.
Got it. Okay.
We want to do it just for investigations.
Now, you said that we've had the cameras here for about 7 years. And they're all over the Jasper County area to catch certain cars. How is it decided? And you might not know, it's been a while. How is it decided where the cameras go? How do they is it busier streets? Is it certain areas? How does that decided?
Typically, we have most of ours set up along the interstate areas.
Got it. Okay.
We got a lot of traffic coming through Jasper County. We have 32 miles of I-65 that run through here. So we have a lot of exits, and a lot of people use these exits, and that's typically where we have them set up.
Oh, on the on and off ramps.
On and off ramps.
Got it. Okay. I didn't know, like, if they just sitting at a corner in downtown. I didn't know where they usually have them. So I didn't.
Yeah. But right now that's where we have them set up at.
Got it. Are there plans to put more in some of the more traveled areas? And I'm just making up. I'm saying College Avenue, things like that. I mean, is there any plans in the works?
No.
Okay.
We don't have any on our own here in Jasper County. The sheriff's department doesn't. I can't speak for the Rensselaer City Police Department, Vermont Police Department, but we don't have any plans ourselves. Like I mentioned earlier, the only other time that we're really looking at putting them up was around that data center.
Yeah.
But that's just a conversation. There's nothing in stone. There's no contracts. There's nothing been purchased. Nothing like that. It's just a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. All right. Again, you want to learn more about the flock cameras? You can plan on going to the Jasper County Fairgrounds next Wednesday, 6 till 7:30 at the West Building. They're going to invite everybody to come on out. You can learn more about it. You can ask questions, find out about what the flock cameras are doing, how it might affect you, how you can use these. Okay, so Tom just asked, so they don't read your plates. They do. They read license plates of the cars going by, right?
Yes, they will give us a license plate number.
Yeah,
yes.
that's how they find people. Which, by the way, no different than if you drive through a tollway. By the way, in Illinois, that's how if you've ever skipped paying a toll. And you got a letter in the mail. The letter usually comes with a picture of your license plate.
Been there.
So, you've got that. I know, like I visit my folks up in Chicago, and a lot They have them in some areas in Chicago, but I know in Rosemont, like, there's certain cameras that'll catch your license plate if you make a right turn on red and you're not supposed to. It'll catch your license plate. It caught my dad, who, by the way, was
Sure.
a 30-year police officer in Chicago, and he
Sure.
was like, "Hey, usually I could just say to the officer, little professional courtesy
Yeah,
here."
sure.
Because I can't do that to a camera. So
But that's something that Flock doesn't do. It does not track
Oh,
traffic
it doesn't?
offenses. No, it does not. A
Okay,
lot of
good to
people
know.
think, I got a ticket from a Flock camera. Like,
Mhm.
not around here you didn't, because our
Yep.
Flock cameras, they do not do that. They literally take a picture. They don't know if you're speeding. They don't know if you're
Mhm.
not wearing your seatbelt. They're not saying the unit user signal, nothing like that. It's just a photo of a car that was at this location at this time.
Got it. So it's just taking picture after picture after picture, and then it allows you guys, okay, someone's committing a crime here in Jasper County. Now we can look, see if they got off at 114 and maybe find them from there.
Sure. So before stepping into the chief deputy position, I was a detective.
Oh.
And we had an armed robbery at 10 and 65
Mhm.
at one of our truck stops early in the morning. They had no information for us. The wearing gloves or wearing ski masks, everything. No real identifiers, but they did give us a good vehicle description.
Mhm.
Based on that vehicle description, we're able to tie that vehicle into multiple armed robberies up Lake County, over into Palos Heights, Palos Hills, Illinois. It turned into a really large investigation with multiple different agencies. We wouldn't have had anything had we not had that Flock camera there
Wow.
to give us that vehicle information.
Mhm.
We would have had no way of getting that resolved.
See, and that's where I think, and I can't speak for everyone, but in my brain, that's where I think of it is when something happens
Yes.
to me or to someone else, I want it to be, and again, I come from a law enforcement family, so I want it to be as easy as possible for you guys to find the perpetrator, find
Sure.
the person that did this.
Sure.
So I don't have any issue with it personally. I know some people do with their privacy. Someone jumped on and commented. They asked about whether or not they track your phone when they drive by.
They do not.
Okay, so that's a myth.
It's
So
a myth. It's a myth. Yep.
so we did talk about, though, just about everything else is tracking your phone. So I can tell you, I learned a whole lot more. So Cheryl used to sell digital advertising.
Sure.
And now we sell digital advertising through the radio station. We get reports. So we've sold commercials on streaming television. Now they can track that your phone was in the room when you watched the commercial, and if you went to that store and how many times that phone went to that store.
Sure.
I'm telling you guys, I know it sounds like crazy, like holy cow, Big Brother's watching, but Big Brother is Facebook, Big Brother is TikTok, Big Brother is the advertising. And I know you might say, well, Steve, why are you guys selling that? Because it's part of our culture and life now that I've seen things where, and I don't know store specifics, but that store's barcodes will see how long your phone is in front of a certain product to know that you're thinking about it, to target you with an ad. So I know
Sure.
that we hear about things with there's cameras up there, and now we think it's did you ever see the old TV show in the early 2000s, Person of Interest?
Yes.
So people think that's what it is. There's some guy in a room watching everything we're doing and figuring us all out, or but it's not. Our phones are really doing this much more than these cameras are.
No, absolutely, 100. Like I said, in my opinion, my personal and professional opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Flock is not the monster that people say that they are. Flock's really just the name of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
We get video footage from burglaries, from Ring cameras, from Arlo cameras, from all kinds of different
Mm-hmm.
sources. Flock, a lot of bad hype out there on Flock right now, and for our community, I just want to try to ease everybody's mind.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to come in and chat with us. Hopefully, some folks will be a little more at ease after chatting. And if you want to know more, you can always go to the meeting, find out for yourself, ask for yourself. It's once again, meeting is next Wednesday, September 2nd, Wednesday, from 6 till 7:30 at the Jasper County Fairgrounds in the West Building. You can also go and follow Jasper County Sheriff's Office, Indiana on Facebook. If you missed any of that, or you can't remember later on when it is, and there'll be community Q&A. They're going to talk about flock cameras and more in the area. So, Brandon, thank you so much for coming in. Brandon Napier, Chief Deputy, Jasper County Sheriff's Office. Anything that you wanted to let folks know that I may have forgotten to ask about or didn't know to ask about?
No, just when we have that event, all I ask is people show up with an open mind. They be respectful of everybody's time when they're trying to talk and they're asking and getting their answers. You mentioned our website just a moment ago. You put a plug in. If you go to our website, you'll see that we have a flock transparency portal.
Okay.
That will show you how many searches that we're doing and are some of the things that we have are required for a search on flock. So I'll give you some more information on our website as well.
All right, good deal. Well, thank you so much, Brandon Napier from the Jasper County Sheriff's Department. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll dive into a few more stories and chit chat about all kinds of stuff. So nobody go anywhere. We'll be back just a little bit.